Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be testing out this brush set which comes with 10 different brushes. Obviously they are inspired by the ARTIS brushes, I think that's how you say it. But I got these on eBay. This is another one of my eBay finds series. A lot of you guys requested that I do a video with a full set of these brushes. The brush set cost me £12.79. You can get them cheaper if you get them from China, but I personally obviously didn't want to wait like a couple of weeks for the delivery because I wanted to film this video as soon as I could. So I just ordered it off a UK seller and it was £12.79 like I said. They are rose gold. They have really pretty like black bottom, rose gold handle, and yeah, I'm going to be testing them out in this video, so if you guys are interested in that, then just keep watching. So the brushes, it came in a box like this. It's got all of them on the front. It says the numbers of the brushes, but then it doesn't give an explanation. It just says, the designer's inspiration is from Mermaid, the fascinating body with her fishtail. Okay, when you take the brushes out, oh, it fell out. The brushes look like this in this little kind of plastic tray. So this is the one that I think is supposed to be used for foundation. Ooh. Okay, I just pressed on it and it made a kind of cracking noise. It sounded like it was gonna break. This is literally massive. So this is the biggest one. And then the smallest one is absolutely teeny tiny. So obviously there is a huge range, and yeah, I'm just gonna try out pretty much all of them. So the size of the oval brush that I have tested before in one of my videos, it will be in this playlist, was this. And I used this for foundation in that video. And this is the foundation brush in this set. So I'm going to use this one for foundation. So I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation for this. So I'm just going to use this to kind of blend it in, I guess. Oh my god, that's actually working pretty well. I'm so impressed. Look. I thought it was going to pick up loads of product, but it actually isn't. It's just sliding it around my face, and that was so easy. Are you actually kidding me? So this big brush is quite hard to get around like the small bits of your nose, but that was so quick. There's no streaks or anything. I am so impressed with this brush. I'm actually probably going to be using this a lot more. How has this even happened? My fingernail is stuck. My fingernail is actually stuck in my makeup bag. Oh my god, ow, ow, ow. Why isn't it? Oh my god, I can't actually get it off. What the hell? Somebody help, what is going on? That was the weirdest thing. Okay, so next I'm moving on to concealer. The brush that I'm going to use for concealer, I have these two brushes here. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one. Because this one I feel like might be a little bit too big to kind of get under your eyes. So I'm going to go with under my eyes first. I normally use my fingers to kind of pat in my concealer. I'm not used to kind of using a brush. But again, that worked pretty well. It's left no streaks. I think it's slightly less coverage than if you were to use your fingers, but it blended it very nicely. Okay, so that blended out very nicely, but I do feel like I need a little bit more coverage. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on, but this time I am going to use my fingers to pat it in. I feel like, obviously because I'm not used to using a brush for my concealer, I like to kind of pat it in with my fingers so I can get the best coverage. Ooh, that blended the concealer really nicely on my nose. Okay, so moving on to powder. I think the best brush to use for powder obviously would be this one because it's massive, but because I've used this for my foundation, I don't really want to use it for powder. So I'm going to use the second largest one for my powder, and I'm using my NYC Smooth Skin. I feel like this could be quite difficult because my powder is loose, so it's really going to like pack it on. Yeah, I personally wouldn't use this brush or these type of brushes for powder because you kind of need a big fluffy brush for powder, don't you? So I'm going to move on to like contour and blush and stuff. For my contour, I'm using the Makeup Geek contour pan in the shade Porcelain Cool, I think. I've never used this before, so this could go terribly wrong. I'm going to use the smaller brush that I used for my concealer. I feel like it's quite hard to blend like powder products with these, maybe. I think possibly they're better for cream products. This isn't going so well. I'm going to try using the slightly bigger one actually, because again I feel like for contour like you need something that's not super dense, and these are very dense brushes. So this is starting to look a bit patchy. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit more. But I am going to attempt to do blush. So the blush I'm using is the Freedom Pro Blush Palette in Peach and Baked. And I'm going to go for this colour here. And I'm using the second largest brush. As you can see, it picks up in a very kind of like dense area. Okay, so that's not gone as badly as the contour did, but you have to have a very, very light hand. Okay, so not too bad. I'm going to move on to highlight. I'm using the MUA Undress Your Skin highlight in the shade Iridescent Gold, and I'm using the small kind of concealer brush because for highlight you need it to be quite like small. Okay, that's not going too bad. Yep, that's definitely working. Ooh, it's quite good for highlighting down your nose actually, because it's quite like specific. So I have 6 brushes left which I haven't used. 2 of the eye brushes look very, very similar. There's then one that looks like this, which I'm not entirely sure what you would use this for. Maybe that would be better for like contour. Damn it, should I use this for contour? I haven't really a clue what you're supposed to use these for. I guess for eyeliner, but they seem way too thick to do eyeliner. The differences between these two is this one is slightly more fluffy and this one's a bit more dense. So I'm going to go for the fluffier one, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate palette, which looks like this. It's got some really pretty colours in here, and I'm just going to go for this one and put it through my crease. This is the weirdest thing. It's kind of hard to get a good angle. That's better. I feel like this is a little bit kind of too dense to be a sort of blending brush, but then the other one was a lot more dense. I feel like I'm brushing my eyes with the toothbrush. Normal eyeshadow brushes would be easier. I think I'm gonna take this colour here and put it like all over my eyelid, and I think I'm gonna use the denser brush for this one. Okay, well that's nothing. Let's rub it in a bit more. Better. It's going on very patchy. I'm gonna try using the other brush. Yeah, no, that's really difficult. It's really difficult to blend. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to use my normal eyeshadow brushes because, like, I'm finding this far too difficult. I wouldn't really recommend these two for eyeshadow. I think it's a lot easier to just use normal eyeshadow brushes. Should have used a more colourful eyeshadow palette in this so people don't complain at me for being too boring. But to be fair, this is like more of a review video of the brushes rather than what makeup look I create, so I think I'm going to take this purple colour here and I'm just going to put this in my crease a little bit as well. And I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line as well. And then just take in some of the big highlight colour just to highlight my inner corners, and then I'll think I'll leave it there for my eyeshadow. So, the next brushes that we have are this one, which is way too thick for eyeliner, this one, which is also way too thick for eyeliner, and this one, which I don't know if you can see, is quite thin, but the hairs don't kind of line up right. It's kind of like a bit skew with. Possibly I could use one for my eyebrows. I might give one a go on my eyebrows actually. So I'm using my Freedom Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. This is like thicker than my eyebrow. I don't really want to do it all the way down to the end because it's not like thin enough. I can't get any like definition with it. The brush that I absolutely love for my eyebrows at the moment is this Claire's brush. It's amazing. So I'm now going to do my eyeliner using the Soap & Glory Super Cat Skinny Eyeliner, and this is amazing. I'm going to use my Tarte Lash Paint Mascara, which is also drying out. So I know that normally most people would go for like a nude lip with this kind of makeup look because it's quite heavy on the eyes, but I personally am not going to go for that. I'm going to go for this MUA Luxe Lip Lacquer in Kooky, which is a bright purple. Because why not have a bit of fun with your makeup? Ta-da! That is the finished look. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down below what next you want me to try in this kind of testing eBay series, because I will be ordering a few more things. I am going to be testing a dupe for the Morphe 350 palette, which I found, so I'm super excited for that to arrive. And I'm also going to be doing a video on a Naked Smoky palette dupe and also a MAC eyeshadow palette dupe, so hopefully that's really exciting, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy those too. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. Also, all of my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Depop, they're all just sophdoesnails, and I have a vlog channel which is sophdoesvlogs. So I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!